What the? Didn't I just take you off? What's up, guys? We're back with vlog number 2. I'm gonna start the intro right here in the truck. I got this neighbor in front of me that came out, and then the one next to me came out. All of a sudden, I pull the camera out, and people want to start doing work on their house. And to be honest, I wasn't even gonna film because they were out. But I'm like, you know what? It's whatever, bro. I need to get out of that phase. I know it's been a minute, but you know, this time it wasn't my fault. The part that I ordered took longer than expected to come in. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started before the sun goes down. And so currently I do have the OEM leather steering wheel. I got a new carbon fiber one. Has, you know, the custom blue stitching and the blue alignment line. I think that's what it's called for the top. And I'm probably gonna have to do this with the door closed just because this guy is sawing. Now I did do some research. I did watch a couple of videos, and bro made like a 30-minute video on probably a 10-minute install. So the first thing you gotta do is disconnect the clips that are holding the airbags, which are behind the steering wheel. There's one. And you just gotta turn it the other way. I'm using the tool that you plug your tire with, just because I don't have a specialty tool. Now we do got a couple of wires that we gotta disconnect to completely release the airbag. So what I'm doing is, you gotta release those orange tabs. I use the flathead screwdriver just to kind of pry them out. There's 2 of those, and then there's one more right there on the left side that we gotta disconnect in order for the airbag to come completely off. Like that. These are the plugs that I was talking about, the 1, 2, and then this little red clip. Pretty simple. I'll put this up here. Oh my gosh. Now we got the airbag off. We have access to this nut right here, and it's going to be a T50. Slowly. Just like that. Now that the steering wheel is off the truck, we can go ahead and swap everything over onto the new carbon fiber one. It looks like the only thing holding this stuff in place are going to be these 2 screws right here, maybe a couple of clips. Now it does have the blue alignment line and the blue stitching, just so it can go ahead and kind of match the colorway of the truck. But yeah, I'll give y'all a better look of the steering wheel once I take all this protective wrap off. I just don't want to get it dirty as I'm doing the install. Now everything is pretty much in reverse now, so you just gotta line everything back up. Oh, looks like I gotta take off some of this wrap. Then you put the old hardware back into where it belongs. Everything is transferred onto the new steering wheel. Now we can head back into the truck. Now you just feed the old wires back to that small gap on top. Now if I'm not giving you the best angles, I do apologize, just because I am by myself. Eventually, maybe down the line, I could have somebody record for me. Right now we're doing everything solo. That I am gonna torque it down though. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to hold the steering wheel. I got a little bro to help me out real quick. If he doesn't, it is gonna spin in place. Nah, I'm cooked. Alright, go ahead. Alright, that's it. Alright, so we got it torqued down to spec. That steering wheel isn't gonna go anywhere. Hopefully. But yeah, now it's time to attach the airbag back to the steering wheel. It's kind of helpful just because it is color coded. You know, yellow goes to yellow, blue goes to blue. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug in this red one first. to get that one out the way. Go ahead and slide that back onto its mount. And then you plug everything back in. So we got everything plugged in. You do got to push in those orange tabs just to secure those locks. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much finished. All right, we got those clips plugged in. Now all you got to do is just line everything up. Obviously, you don't want to squeeze any wires, so you know, just make sure that you're putting everything where it belongs. And there's 2 clips on each side that you should, you know, be able to hear when you push the airbag on. But yeah, we got it all set, all mounted up. Now we get to remove all this plastic to give y'all a better look of what the steering wheel looks like. Okay, that was not as satisfying as I thought it would. It just made a mess everywhere. It just left plastic all over the truck. The man himself.
What are you doing?
What do you notice?
It looks stock.
What do you notice?
What are you talking about?
What do you notice?
To your truck?
Yeah.
The steering wheel?
What you think, Wade?
It's pretty clean.
Bro said pretty clean, but... God, check it out.
Is it clean?
Yeah.
You good?
Hell yeah.
I bet.
Hola.
Peace out, Holmes.
What the...
Am I tripping? Does it feel big as fuck?
I don't know.
It feels like bulkier.
It kind of does. But I think it's just because they had to do a layer around the OEM, like, I guess, housing. Bro, it was a lot easier than I thought. I was like low-key scared, like, bro, what if I can't do it? It's like
3 bolts, right?
3 bolts and a couple of clips. But I fucked with it, bro. I didn't even show them, but look, it has like the blue stitching, the wet line, carbon fiber. But yeah. So yeah, Juan just brought up a good point. The reason why there's these holes right here is because I guess it's for eventually if I ever want to put paddle shifters, which might be the move.
She wants to fucking load. Chill. You know, put this out, bro.
Anyways, yeah, that's what that was for. He mentioned like you're back to stock. I was running no seats for like the longest, ever since like last video, which was like probably like a month ago. Oh yeah, I'm down. I look at you think that's better than shifting with the, what do you call that? Shifter. Yeah. Anyways, it's better than shifting with that. I wouldn't want paddle shifters. All right, guys. So yeah, we got the carbon fiber steering wheel installed. I apologize for not being in front of the camera. Like I said, I was doing all this by myself. I should have just pulled up. Would you have been down to film?
Yeah.
Fuck. Next time I do it. But yeah. Anyways, the backstory on this carbon fiber steering wheel was I was supposed to. I ordered it at 2K. The guy got my ass. He's like, "You come here," and he got my ass. He's like, "What do you drive?" I told him everything, and he's like, "Here, I'll do this for you. I'll give you this price." And honestly, it was a steal because I was gonna eventually get one, but obviously double or triple the price that he sold it to me for. Only downside was 2K was back in March.
Yeah.
2K was back in March, and I barely got it like last week. So that was like a 3-month waiting period. I low-key thought I was gonna get scammed. But, you know, every time I hit him up, he told me that, you know, it's on the way, that they had issues with shipping, with all the tariffs and stuff. And is that true? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to confront him about it because I already got the steering wheel. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Like I said, in the future videos, I'll probably most likely have somebody to film for me just because I felt a little awkward just setting out on the center console. And I don't know. I just don't like filming by myself. It just feels weird. Like this, I feel comfortable because it feels like I'm talking to Tito. But yeah, anyways, this is the truck so far. I do got more parts on the way. You know, I do plan on getting another intake. I do got something for the rear end, the rear differential. I do have a bed cover. I don't know if I do want to install that. quite yet, just because it is gonna add more weight to the truck. We got a van coming. I hope y'all enjoy. I am gonna plan on recording a lot more frequently. That's a promise I did. I promise I made myself. But yeah, like I said, I just need my parts to get here on time. Again, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see y'all in the next one. What the new character unlocked?
What the fuck? Hell no. Let me just warranty it out.
I just smacked the shit out of the lens with this fucking tripod.
It's recording?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I hope so. Yeah, the red light's on. We got to knock this up, bro. I'm gonna show you a trick. I'm about to put y'all on. You wanna line it up, make sure it's straight. You use the whatever you call these lines.
Well, I'll put you on the...
How you do this?
Yeah, like that.
I'm about to bust my ass, bro. Let me see the camera. The camera.
Oh, shit. That was straight?
Hell no.
Nah.
Or is it?
Nah.
No?
More, the bottom piece, go to the right.
Dude, I look at one just go cruising.
Is that third or second? Third. All the way to 4,000?
Dude!
Oh, bro. That shit was crazy.
I'm just glad you were recording, bro.